What's up, fiends? How's everybody doing tonight? I just decided to come on here just for the heck of it and say what's up. I think I'm gonna try this Tubi Tuesday idea that I had. I'm gonna watch a movie on Tubi. Shocker, I know. And we're gonna review it. Let me fix my little table here because it's about to fall. All right. Hey, T-Betty, how are you? Surprised you're here. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Katie, how's it going? So I don't know if any of you guys are actually interested in something like this, but yeah, I was just thinking, I watch all this Tubi junk, so why not make a weekly kind of show about it? I don't know. So anyway, this week I watched Lake Eden, I believe it's called. Let me pull it back up because I'm trying to remember the name of the stupid movie. Let's see. Disappeared. Eden Lake. That's it. Eden Lake. All right. So Eden Lake is a British stalker movie, I guess you could say. It's kind of it's a British. Hey Patrick, how's it going? I just watched you. It's a British this British couple goes out to the countryside and they're basically tormented by a bunch of bratty British teenagers. It is pretty heavy. It's a little gruesome. I'm not gonna lie. However, most of it to me felt kind of flat. The performances were good and all. It's just I didn't care. I didn't care about these people, not really. It was Michael Fassbender is the husband, and some weird-looking lady is the lead. And she has this like really awful haircut the whole movie, and so I'm just like, just do something with your hair. It's just something. I don't know. But anyway, of course, the teenagers were all extremely unlikable, and they're supposed to be. So I don't know. It was just very. It's kind of like The Strangers, but not as good. And I don't know. Have any of you guys seen Lake Eden or Eden Lake? I keep saying Lake Eden. I think I got Lake Fear on the brain because that movie is so atrocious. It's not Lake Fear bad. It's just I don't know. I'd give it like a 1.5 stars maybe out of 5. It's not the worst thing I've seen. It's not the best. It's definitely not the best thing I've seen. And I've definitely seen like stalkery type stuff much better as well. Hey, Auntie Mame, how's it going? Computers being silly tonight. So yeah. See, I even made a graphic. Tubi Tuesday. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do these live every Tuesday or record it or what. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I just decided to try to throw this together just, for the heck of it. Star-Lord, what's happening, brother? So yeah, so what have you guys watched on Tubi lately? Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be this week. What have y'all been watching? I'd love to know. Tubi has so many different things that it's kind of crazy. So I don't know. I watch all kind of junk on there. Pretty much every category has something I'll watch. Oh. So Patrick, yeah, I just caught the end of your stream. It seemed like it was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one. G-Cap, what's happening, brother? You just watching Tubi? What were you watching? I want to know what you were watching. Sorry if things were popping up a bunch. It's being, I don't know, my computer's being a little wacky tonight. Watch Jet Li. Ooh, which Jet Li movie did you watch? I love Jet Li. He's some good stuff. Watch something, but I have to remember what it was. Yeah, Star-Lord, I do that all the time, buddy. All the time. Yeah, Akeem seems pretty cool, man. I'm definitely going to have to check him out. Yes, the Final Girls of Horror. Go check all those guys out. Those guys are great. They always review movies on Fridays. Let's see. FX and oh wow, yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time either. Man, FX. That's God, what is that guy's name? I can't remember. I can't remember the guy's name that's in it. I'm being a bad movie person. Watching the Poltergeist, I like the Poltergeist Diaries. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, much better than I expected it to be. Um, yeah, I got it. I got it in one of the hard packs. So yeah, it was good. It was good stuff, man. Oh yeah, it's on here too. RoboCop 2 and the Skulls. All right, okay. I didn't. From what I remember, I didn't care for RoboCop 2, but I saw it when it came out, and I was like 12. So I don't know. Maybe I should give that a revisit. The Skulls I liked. I thought the Skulls was pretty good. Brian Brown. Yes, thank you, G. That's the guy. Yeah, he was pretty good in those, man. Yeah, see, Poltergeist Diaries is good. Red Dragon. Red Dragon's good. The Anthony Hopkins one. That the one? Oh no, I'm sorry. You're talking about Jet Li. Red Dragon. Okay, totally different Red Dragon. Have I seen that one? I don't know if I've seen that one. I might have. I might have. Dennehy. Oh man, yeah, that's right, Dennehy. God, it's been so long since I've seen those FX movies. I'm gonna need to watch those. Those are good. Sorcerer and the White Snake. Okay, I've heard that's good. Is that Jet Li as well? T-Betty? I think it is. I think it is. Sorcerer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Really liked it. All right. Yes. All right. Cool. Yeah, I like Jet Li. T-Betty, have you ever seen Fist of Legend? If you haven't seen Fist of Legend, let me know. I'll lend you my copy. It's awesome. Very good. Yes. Very good. So yeah, I'm just chilling. If anybody wants to come up, they can just message me on Instagram. I'll send you the link. Yeah. All right, I will make that happen to you. I'll make that happen. Yes, sir. Fist of Legend is badass. You are correct, sir. It's it's a Jet Li movie from the 93, 94-ish, kind of right before he hit America. And yeah, it's a that's probably his best movie. I really think it is. I really think it is. It's really good. I'm trying to think of what's that other one that I really liked. Hero's really good. Fearless is good. Unleashed is good. Um, the first time I saw Jet Li was Lethal Weapon 4. What was the first Jet Li movie you saw? That was the first time I ever saw it. Tubi's really good. I love the list of movies and a lot more than YouTube. Yeah. Tubi has a very large selection. And they have a little bit of everything. They really do. Tubi, if you're watching, please. I will take sponsors. So yeah. All right, let's see what's my computer. There we go. So let me show you my fancy thing again. Let's see. Fist of Legend is the first one I saw, and yes, my favorite too. Yeah, because you have good taste. You have good taste, G. That's why. Oh God, no, not Lake Fear 2. Not Lake Fear 2. Although we probably really should. Just yeah, we need to get everybody together and have a watch along. I think that would be great. For those that don't know, Lake Fear is a movie that I reviewed along with the Final Girls of Horror, and let's just say it's more than bad. And we all kind of ripped it apart, and it was pretty funny, and we all just kind of make fun of it because it's that bad. And there are 2 sequels apparently, so we keep teasing that we all need to watch the other 2 sequels. Yeah. So in case you didn't know what all the Lake Fear references are, let's see. Lethal Weapon 4. He really was. That was. I remember when I was watching Lethal Weapon 4, and he started doing all this stuff, and I was like, "What is this guy? I got to see what this guy does." And so then I found it, and that was it, man. Yo. All right, Patrick. Hero. Oh, Hero was your first one. Okay, well that's a pretty high bar, man. That is a pretty high bar. I have to say. This is my yeah. I mean, how can it not be? It's just that good of a movie, you know. Let me get this thing off. All right, there we go. Yeah. So what's everybody doing tonight? I'm just hanging out here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, I got a message. Let's see. All right, Pat. I sent it to you, buddy. Let's see. Once upon a time in China. You know, I've never sat through the whole thing of the Once Upon a Time in China. I've seen about half of it, I think. Yeah, I also love Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen is another amazing martial artist, whose movies are really good. If you haven't seen the Ip Man series, oh shoot, man, that's so good, so good.
Oh, all right.
What's happening, brother?
Oh man, Jet Li, man, you can't go wrong with Jet.
Nah, dude, Jet's amazing, man.
I like Donnie Yen too. When it comes down to martial arts, I like Donnie Yen, but Jet Li, there's something about him, man. There's this, it's so, those 2 guys, and then you have the, you got Scott Atkins right behind him, and Michael J.
Yeah,
White,
Atkins.
Ray Park is still throw, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
got Tony Jaa. Tiger Chun, is it Tiger Chun? Maybe Tiger Lee.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Yeah, I watch a lot of martial arts films, a lot more than I realized.
yeah.
Uh, Michelle Yeoh.
That's not a bad thing.
No, Michelle Yeoh still out there. She's
Oh, I
amazing.
love Michelle. Yeah, I love Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, she's like beyond amazing. She's nuts.
She's got skills to pay bills.
Yes,
Wow.
indeed.
Well, thanks for watching that a show with the King, man. Man, what a great that was a honestly, I told him this. I really thought I was going to be drawing chick crickets tonight. I really did. I thought, you know what? Because that's like my biggest fear about doing the show is I'm going to have a guest on and there ain't going to be nobody there for them. That's my
Yeah.
worst nightmare. And then I thought, oh boy, tonight's going to be the night because nobody's going to hurt of this guy at all on any level. And lo and behold, it turns to be a pretty good show.
It seemed like I only caught a couple minutes of it, but yeah, it seemed pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, if I could figure out the way that it works as far as the view goes, like how many views you get, like because I had everybody there pretty much from the start, mean, they all hung out and they stayed with the show all the way through. And yet,
Mm-hmm.
when you after the show ends, right, and then you go, you put it on YouTube, and you see how many views he got, and I'm expecting to see 50 views because everybody was there for the whole thing. And
Right.
then all of a sudden I look at it and it says 27. And I'm going like, how are you guys gauging what a view is? Because I'm totally lost because I had a really good crowd there, for
Yeah.
me anyway. I touched 10. I had 10 people in there for a couple of minutes. How do they decide on what how do you decide what the view is? It's
That's
just
a good
baffling.
question. Yeah, I would love to know that myself because I look at the numbers too and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Man, we're gonna
But,
show some love for GCap, man. We're gonna show some love for GCap, man. He watched FX and FX too.
yeah, man. GCap's awesome, man. Yeah, GCap's
Yeah,
great.
GCap was bringing the noise tonight. I'm going like, man, I have not seen. I don't have those movies, and I haven't seen them out in the wild at all.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not at all. Um, but man, I remember them. I saw FX at the theater. I saw the second one on cable. Boy, they were fun movies.
Yeah,
Right. Well, you know what though? I did go. Speaking of Brian Dennehy, so I was out there doing my thing at the library. So I did pick up a little Brian Dennehy. I
Oh,
picked up
what
a
you
little
get?
Rambo.
Oh yeah,
So this is
nice.
the ultimate edition on
I
Blu-ray
got
on DVD anyway.
wait. I got one. Wait, hold on. Let's see. There you go.
Oh snap! Oh
Yeah,
boy,
this is the double disc.
man,
Double
that's
disc. Yeah.
I don't think mine's double disc. I think mine's just a single disc. I think. Let me double check. But
I want to say this was the first DVD they released. I want to say.
no, mine's just a single disc.
Yeah, that's probably the first
No.
disc on it. Yeah, let's see. They got. I mean,
But they took care of it. Look at I can always tell when they took care of it because the slipcover is pristine, and they left they left this here and here. So I know this was loved. So I don't
yeah,
know what happened to it, but as far as them getting rid of it, but it's an excellent shape.
yeah. There you go. G Cap saying you the man too.
Oh man, if I was a man, I'd be watching FX and FX too. Yeah, if I was the man, I'm just you're the man.
G's the man right there. See, another G's the man.
Yep. But I did pick something up though. I did pick up something though for that GCap will probably hopefully he'll give me the Ma Blues award for getting because I did pick it up.
Uh-oh.
I picked up a Blu-ray, or I should say My Blue. I picked up this special edition of Close Encounters today.
Oh, nice.
The 30th edition of it. Like, this was at my library. I could not believe it. So the special
You get
edition,
that for $1?
huh?
Did you get that for $1?
I got this for $1, man.
Wow, that's awesome.
Comes out with a booklet and everything. And I was like, man, I can't believe that.
Dude, so, that's awesome.
I think I should. Hopefully, I'll get a thumbs up from GCap because he is the master of blues.
He certainly is.
He's a blues man.
His blues, yep. Mm-hmm. And sorry, we're butchering that, GCap. Sorry, but we don't have your swagger.
Yeah, man. You know what? We're just a couple of squirrels trying to look for a nut.
There you go. My blues. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In fact, GCap had a really cool live stream on Sunday night. Yeah, I want to say it was Sunday night. And it's talking about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view and Book of Boba Fett and stuff. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it's good.
That Royal Rumble. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan or not. I mean,
I'm a big wrestling fan.
man, that Royal Rumble just, man, what's going on with WWE? Man, they are just crashing and burning. They're like it's like watching a NASCAR race, and you're not there to watch the cars race. You're there to watch them crash because that's what WWE is doing. I've been following.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either. You know what they started to look like? Don't you know what they sort of remind me of? They're starting to remind me of WCW during their last days. You know, I mean, it's just they're totally directionless. They're extremely top heavy. They're extremely
the
top
quality
heavy.
For sure.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. They just, and then the fallout between Vince and Paul Triple H. Wow, that's just.
I'm so upset that the crap that they're doing to NXT and yeah, they're just trying to bury it. And oh man, I'm just so against that. Vince is such a freaking idiot.
He's clueless. I knew what Triple H was doing, and the thing what it was you know what I tell you what really probably got it going was everybody that Triple H was trying to promote up to the main roster. Vince was burying them. As soon as they got up there, Vince was like, "Nope." You just know you're dead. You know you're in deep trouble. Is the guy that you're pushing up to the main roster, and yes, and he goes out there and gets told to do the job. It's like, well, wait a minute, why, what? You know, he's not even going to get his first win.
I know. There you go. See, Vanessa saying it the best. WWE is hot garbage.
Okay, Vanessa, you are on fire because that is absolutely true.
Yep.
That is absolutely true. Vanessa is right, and it sounds like it's been like that for quite a while. I've been watching. I swear it's like reading the National Enquirer, but they have so many of these. They have so many of these gossip wrestling channels, and yeah. Al knows how I feel about WWE.
Yeah. AEW.
AEW.
Yeah, AEW is much better. Here you go. AEW represent right here. Here you go, Young Bucks.
Well, I turned on Dynamite and I saw Taz there. Go like, oh snap, Taz is here. All right, I'm down.
Wait, Taz does double duty. He does commentary and he's a manager.
Is he? He's a manager. Who's he managing?
He manages like 3 or 4 different people. He manages Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Which is Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks, who is a local person from where I'm from. So I'm a big Ricky Starks fan.
Okay.
And Hook, which is Taz's son, who looks just like him.
Really, Hook is Taz's real life son.
Yeah, that's his real son. Yep.
Damn, good for him, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
I know Taz. I know his career came out a little early, ended early because he hurt his neck. But man, there for a minute there, for that brief moment that he was able to go, man, he was pretty awesome. I watched him. He went against the Authority by himself. He got beat down, but he still went nose to nose with him. He went nose to nose with the Undertaker.
Yeah.
He was pretty mighty.
All right, so John's saying, yeah, AEW is much better product and Game Changer Wrestling is awesome. I've only seen a little bit of GCW. I haven't seen too many, but yeah, it seems pretty cool.
I tell you what I thought was really cool, and you know, if Vince could ever get out of the way of Triple H and let him have the reins, that whoever approved Mickey James coming on for the Royal Rumble as the Impact champion or recognizing it as such, whoever let that happen deserves a pay raise.
I'm still surprised that happened.
I thought that was cool as hell.
Let's see. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Let's see. Last time I went to Wrestling's Dirty Dusty Rhodes, Andre, Bill Watts, Garvin Brothers were the wrestlers. Oh yeah. That's what was that? Mid-South, right, T. Betty? Is Mid-South Wrestling?
Mid-South. The Mulkey brothers.
Back in the day.
Impact
Impact has a good women's division. Yeah, they really do. In fact, Impact's a pretty good show altogether. They're not as good as AEW, but they're pretty good. Let's see. Last longer than the XF.
Oh, look at this. Echo. Look at, we need more Ivory and the right to censor. Oh, snap. Hell yeah.
They already censor themselves, man. You know.
Hell yeah. Remember the right to censor? Steven Richards, Val Venus, the Good Father, Bull Buchanan. Did I miss anything? I think that's an Ivory. Yeah, Ivory.
Did you say Val Venus?
Val Venus, yep. Yeah. Man, Ivory was my favorite diva back in the day.
She was in Glow too, like the original Glow.
She was. I mean, yeah. I mean, I felt sorry for the divas back though in the day. You know what? I mean, even now, there isn't any. There's only one person the women's match that I would have paid to see, without a doubt. It would have been awesome. As far as a women match goes, would have been Beth Phoenix back in her prime and China. Oh, I would have paid good money to see that.
Well, I was in the audience for the Royal Rumble 2001, and Ivory and China were battling for the women's title, and they came into the crowd during the match. And if you watch close enough, you see me because I'm sitting right there. They pass like right next to me. So yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was such a, I mean, if any other woman, Ivory was, I mean, Jacqueline might have given China a good run, but I still think that as far as women goes, I still think that it would have been China and Beth Phoenix. That would have been the match to see.
That would have been a money match right there for sure.
I love Ivory, but she was just physically not able to match up. I mean, I saw that, and I saw her when she dropped, the championship match, and God Almighty, she was just. There was nobody that could match up against China. Hell, there's not even anybody today. If she was still today, I mean, I don't even think Nia Jackson could hold her own.
Well, that's why she wrestled the guys. She wrestled Jarrett and Jericho and all those dudes.
Yeah, and won.
Yeah, because Katie, isn't that's the wrestling that you watched, right? Like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the new stuff.
You're not missing too much.
No, you're not missing any.
We were just talking about the Royal Rumble. Just happened on Saturday, and it was
I still have to watch it. It's on Peacock. I still have to watch it.
So John's asking if we're fans of New Japan. I'm a huge fan of New Japan. I love New Japan.
I don't know what that is.
It's a wrestling organization, like it's their version of WWE.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Japanese WWE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming back on Access TV, which I'm excited about because I get Access TV. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think the new episodes start in March, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that Johnny Knoxville, he did the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. They always got to do that stupid. Well, the 2001 one I went to, that was the Drew Carey one. So
did Drew Carey actually go inside the ring?
He did. He did.
Yeah.
He went in and Kane came out and Drew basically eliminated himself because he was afraid of Kane.
Oh well, that'd be a smart move.
Yeah.
I would say of all the wrestlers, of all the wrestlers, probably the one guy, even though it would be a squash, but the one guy I'd like to go inside a ring with, I would love to. It'd be the Undertaker. He's always been my favorite.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Undertaker. Oh, I was also there the night Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker. I was there. That was the weirdest night of wrestling I've ever experienced in my life, in person or on TV. Because when it happened, 80,000 people just hushed. It was like, and it was the most bizarre thing ever.
Oh, is that
never
when he lost?
forget
When he
it.
lost? Is that the WrestleMania when he lost the streak?
Yeah. Yeah.
That Vince. You know what? See, I was.
Man.
Everybody was so pissed at that. It's like, you know what? Let him have that. Let him have that record. I mean, why the hell now? What better way could you repay him for his years of service than to let him have that record, and don't give it to anybody else?
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed. And then and the match that he had against Reigns. Oh, the one where he looked like he was going to retire. He left his gear in the. Oh my God, I felt so bad. He was.
Oh, dude,
I don't know. He was no condition to. Uh-oh. Decap. We do. I admit I'm more of a mark than I probably let on. But keep that on the down low. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed that and I felt sorry for Mark. I did. I mean, how could you not? I mean, he shouldn't have been in the ring. He was so, they did that special. Did you see that special they did with him? Yeah, after that. I mean, do you see the surgery? It's amazing he was able to even to move at all. He must have been in so much pain.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Oh, and the match was just horrible. He got no offense in at all. He looked gassed. He got no offense in. It was terrible. And then at the end where he put his gloves in the ring, I was just like, no way is he going to go out like that. He deserves it so much more than that.
I didn't like that at all.
Honestly, Reigns should have fucking did the job for him. I said that.
I agree.
I said that that night, and I say it now. Reigns should have picked up on what was going on and then did the job. He should have just he should have whispered in his ear, "You're gonna win this." I don't care. I don't care if I'm supposed to win. I'm not. I mean, you're gonna win this.
Yeah.
And give it to Undertaker.
Yep.
But
agree.
Yeah, no one knew. I don't think anybody had the idea how badly that guy was banged up until they did that documentary on the Undertaker.
Yeah, that was a really good documentary. In case any of y'all haven't seen it, go watch. If you're a fan of wrestling or Undertaker, definitely go watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I watched it a few months ago. It was really good.
He's a really interesting fellow, Undertaker. Really interesting fellow.
It just makes me mad because now they're talking like, well, WrestleMania and Undertaker come back out. I'm like, you know what? Leave him alone. Do not make that man come out there and do that again. He's 55 years old. He doesn't need to be out there. That's why you have all those young kids. Give the young kids a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like I read that for on the Royal Rumble. Do you know who was originally supposed to wrestle Seth Rollins? Shane. Shane was supposed to, Shane McMahon was supposed to come back and wrestle Seth Rollins. That's absolutely positively crap. That's
Shane
crap.
should just stay away. Well, Shane was the agent for the Rumble match, and that's why the Rumble match sucks so much. That's what I heard.
I wouldn't be surprised. Vince is
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for Paul. I mean, the guy Triple H, because he's put a lot of heart and soul into the NXT, and he's doing it right. It's like AAA for wrestlers. It's like you get in there, you hone their craft, and they come out, and then they they get up there to the main roster and have a chance to become stars. I don't know. I mean, I watch some of these guys now. I think there's only one guy in there that it's a total Vince guy too. The almost. I'm like, oh my God, that's Vince. Vince picked that guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can just one look at him, like, oh yeah, that's Vince all over.
Oh yeah. Oh what? He fired Braun Strowman. You fire Strowman for this? Okay.
Right? Like, okay, dude, whatever. All right, so T Betty, the next watch along is going to be Saturday, February 12th. I'm not sure of the time quite yet. Probably either 7 or 8 your time. I'll let you know when I knock a time in.
Well, that's good because I think we'll probably be going on at the same time then because the final Girls of Horror are going on at the same time. Probably it's going to be 10:30 my time.
Yeah. This has a sense of an AEW WWE match.
See, Vince is out here giving Triple H a heart attack and putting Shane O'Crap in charge.
Yeah.
Shane, I like that. Shane O'Crap. I like that. I like that a lot.
I always thought Shane was a crybaby anyway. Oh, did I say that? Oops.
Oopsie. Yeah. Braun Breaker looks part in NXT if you don't screw him. Yeah. I haven't seen much of his work because honestly, I stopped watching NXT when they changed the logo. Nope, not doing it.
That's Rick Steiner's boy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Rick Steiner's kid. I've heard he's good. I've heard he's quite good, and he's picking it up He's picking it up at kind of as well as Angle did. So I'm like, well, damn, if he's picking it up that quick, yeah, he's gonna be pretty good.
I was so happy to see Kurt Angle. He got that was a sad story too. He got hurt so bad, and he wrestled through all those injuries without really asking help, and then he got in trouble. And I will give Vince something. I will give Vince that. Ever since they have put in the wellness program, it has helped a lot. I mean, you don't see so many wrestlers dying now.
Yeah. True.
Though I do think Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy. I think he put them over. I think that was a work for him. He wasn't high. He just acted high. He wanted his release, and the WWE just gave it to him, and he was clean as a whistle. They fired him before he got it. Because he did do a drug test. They wanted him to do a drug test. He said no, so they fired him. And then they find out that he was clean all along, but they fired him. They were trying to get him to come. He was trying to get him to come back, and he said nope.
So Echo says he got to see Kurt versus Brock at WrestleMania 19 in person. That's pretty. That match was great, man.
Yeah.
Until the botched shooting star, but I don't know. It didn't bother the botched shooting star didn't bother me though because it kind of worked. I don't know. It kind of went with it. Like he was too tired to keep going, and I'm glad he wasn't hurt because I am a Brock fan. However, I don't like this new crap they're doing with him because they're kind of slamming him down everybody's throat, and it's annoying.
You know what? They should have just let him become a natural baby face. I think that's what they needed to do. And that's really what they needed to do. Just let him be himself. Let him just. I know he's played the heel for so long, but they should have just let him just become natural babyface. I don't know if Brock Lesnar out of the ring is actually a nice guy or not. He sort of looks like honestly, he doesn't really look like a social guy. He doesn't look like a guy. He doesn't look like a guy you really want to hang out with.
From what I've gathered, if you're his friend, like he's super cool. But if you're not, or if you're just an acquaintance, he's kind of standoffish and kind of a jerk. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so GCap saying, "Yep, Jeff Hardy tested negative for drugs." Yep. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, he did.
So sounds like he has a lawsuit on his hands to me. I don't know about anybody else, but maybe.
No, he's gonna get his money, whatever they owe him. He's definitely gonna get money. I mean, but he wanted out of his contract. See, I don't think he'll sue because I think WWE will sit there and say, "Well, you planned this. You did this on purpose."
I got you. Okay, maybe so.
Yeah,
maybe so.
Maybe.
Well, hopefully he can go to AEW and join Matt, and they can have one more little run. Hopefully,
yeah, they deserve to have one more run. I mean,
I didn't know Matt Hardy had Twitch.
Yeah, I think he just started it not too long ago, if I remember correctly. I know a lot of the AEW guys have Twitches, and some of the girls too. I know, like Leva Bates.
That's another thing that Vince screwed up on. we told them all that they couldn't be on social media. I was like, wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that really
Yeah.
is like, man, you know what? You used to shove the shit out of that down everybody's throat. We're trending, and Twitter this
Right.
and I mean, now all of a sudden, now your people are actually doing that and using Instagram and Twitter. Now all of a sudden you tell them they can't do it. That's what kind of signals that?
Right.
Oh, so apparently Rebby does it too. That's cool.
I get what you just said about Hook. Of course, that makes sense now because she's from Red Hook.
Right. Exactly.
That's cool.
I think his real name's like Tyler or Taylor or something. I'm like, yeah, that's very not what I imagined your name to be.
He's sort of small though, isn't he? He's isn't he like what is he? Only like 200 pounds?
Yeah, I'll say about that. He's probably about 200 pounds. But he's like all muscle. He has like no fat on him at all.
Wow. Yeah, his dad was a his dad was a bowling ball.
Yeah, real stocky and real. I actually met Taz in '99 when they came to promote an ECW show, and I met him and Tommy Dreamer, and they let me hold the FTW belt. So
wow.
I'm in the middle holding the belt. I got Tommy Dreamer on this side, Taz on this side. I wish I could find that picture. I can't find the damn thing. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, that'd be I'd like to. Yeah, I bet Taz would be cool. Taz would be like a cool guy to hang out with.
Taz seemed really
Yeah, he
cool.
would.
Yeah,
I liked him when he used to wrestle.
yeah. Taz, ECW Taz, man, you couldn't top that. That was Paul Heyman knew how to use people.
Yeah,
better than anybody else. Because once they left and went somewhere else, like
who's also really good though. I don't know what happened to him toward the end of WCW. I don't know, but I see he's back now. But the one guy who I really liked, and it's funny that he was always everybody loved him as an authority figure. Man, I loved him as a face because I thought he was always a much better face than he was a heel, and that was Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When he was a face, dude, he was devastating. He was really good as a face. He was like Heyman. He's like Heyman. He's like Heyman when Heyman's a heel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So John was saying he hopes Ring of Honor comes back strong when it resets. Yeah, me too, man. I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a real long time. I've even been to a couple of shows. Yeah. I definitely hope Ring of Honor stands the test of time for sure. Vince wants him completely dependent on WWE, no outside revenue. Yeah. He's kind of a dictator, kind of. I mean, I don't.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, I get it.
He's Republican, so what do you expect, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's still like, Let's see. Computer. Briscoes need. Yes, I would love to see the Briscoes in AEW. That would be amazing. Let's see. Hook appears a lot on Ethan Page's channel. That's what I heard. Ethan Page or I know Ethan Page has one. I think Sammy Guevara has a channel. Yeah, and I think a couple other people have channels too. And of course, I know Being the Elite and all that.
So with that being the case, so they don't do the up, down, down show anymore, do they?
No, because they were fighting with Woods about some kind of rights or something. That's what I heard. Because Creed or Woods, whatever you want to call him, he originally owned the title and everything. So, and then WWE bought it out or something. Yeah, it's a bizarre situation. So I don't think they're really doing them too much anymore.
So
you're talking about Hook, right? Yeah, I think he's like 20 or something. So yeah, he still has some time to fill out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's young. He's had like 5 matches.
Well, Rey Mysterio's boys also wrestling too. Dominic.
Oh, Dominic. Yeah, the little bit I've seen of him doesn't do anything. Yeah, doesn't do anything for me. I mean, granted, I don't watch WWE programming on the regular. I haven't in a couple of years, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that's one thing about wrestling, though. That's the beautiful thing about wrestling. It's men's soap opera. I mean, you could go away for a year, come back, and pick up the storylines just like a soap opera.
Yes,
Pretty much.
that is true.
You can watch Days of Our Lives come back there and go like, wait a minute, Roman's doing that? Wasn't Roman doing that last time I saw him? It's just
Yes.
WWE. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, so Seth Rollins is still feuding with Roman Reigns. They just shoved Roman Reigns down everybody's throat. They had one purpose, just to do that. I guess he's not charismatic at all, though. He's a terrible speaker. He can't work the mic at all.
Yeah.
That's really what hurts him more than anything else. He does not have the Rock skill on the mic.
Nobody does.
Huh?
Nobody does.
Right now, probably not. I haven't seen anybody else, but I mean, AJ Styles is decent. As far as WWE goes, I mean, he's still decent. But yeah, you're right.
I say WWE. I say Paul Heyman's probably the best right now.
Yeah.
Brock
He never got any. He never got any of my skills. Orton got a little better.
I was never an Orton fan. Never was.
Me
either. He just rubs me the wrong way for some reason.
Yeah.
Could you see The Rock buying WWE if they sell it?
Yes, I could see that.
I could see it. I've also heard Disney. That's the other big rumor.
What? Why would Disney buy it?
Disney's going to buy WWE. That's been the rumor for a while.
I tell you what, they're not going to pay the money that Vince thinks they are. He's way down, because right now they're number 2. They're not number 1.
Well, I know Disney just made a deal with WWE to air them in Indonesia or some Asian country.
Yeah,
and and so I don't know. So I'm thinking the Disney thing might happen before The Rock would. But who knows?
I think The Rock.
We're so right. Disney owns everything anyway. They even own Tubi, apparently, because I looked it up.
You told me that, yeah.
And because Fox owns Tubi, and so Disney owns Fox now. So Disney owns Tubi technically.
Yeah, Disney's it's a monopoly.
They're not going to get rid of Tubi, because I think Tubi makes them too much money.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't think Tubi's going anywhere.
Paramount's going to keep they're going to keep Pluto the same way. They're going to keep it free. Pluto's pretty interesting. I like Pluto.
Yeah, I do too.
Pluto's cool too. Yeah, Pluto's cool.
I like how they put the channels dedicated just to the one show. Like they have a Baywatch channel. So if you go there, it's all you're going to see is this Baywatch.
Yep. There you go, Echo. Disney wants to own everything. Yeah, it's pretty much between Disney and Universal and Paramount. Like them three pretty much own everything. If you really look into it, it's kind of scary.
It is scary. They control all the news. That's why that's the funny thing about big news. It's like, but it's like, yeah, it's all corporate owned. You can't take it seriously. Either watch CNN or Fox. They're owned. I mean, Fox News owned by Disney, or I don't know if the Fox News is owned by Disney, but still they're still a corporate. They're still a corporate company. You can't trust them. The Washington Post, supposedly a left-winging newspaper, can't trust them either, because they're not allowed to report on Jeff Bezos, who owns the paper. So they're not allowed to put anything negative about Bezos or Amazon or the way they treat their employees. They're not allowed to do it.
Right. Okay, Star-Lord's asking, who's the greatest speaker on the mic in wrestling history?
The Rock.
I'm not sure.
But The Rock.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball. Roddy Piper.
He never the Rock.
I don't know.
The Rock. Roddy Piper had that good angry. He was like angry, but The Rock, man, he could just he was a needle. I think him and Jericho was pretty good too.
Jericho's awesome. Yes.
Jericho's really strong too. I mean, even though if you go back and really look at it, he didn't have to say very much. But Stone Cold Steve Austin's wasn't that bad either. You know.
No, he wasn't that bad either.
But I totally agree with John. MJF is the man right now. I think there's no question MJF is the man on the mic right now.
I agree with Vanessa too. Chris Jericho is pretty good.
Yeah, Jericho. I mean, when those guys, there was one show they teamed up after Stephanie got her boob job, and they were pushing an angle where The Rock was going to wrestle Booker T, and then Jericho was wrestling Rhino, and then they came out there and they just, oh my God, they sliced the shit out of those three, and then I mean it was savage. It was savage.
Well,
I'll tell you who else is really good on the mic. Samoa Joe.
Joe can be very good. Yes. Yep.
I saw him. Dude, he crushed Jeff Hardy. He came out there and came down the ramp, and they were in there ready to wrestle. And he walked down and said this shit. He goes up there and says, "And Jeff, you ought to do what they do at AA. Shut up, and let somebody else have the floor or something like that, have the mic." Dude, I was like, oh my God, he did not just go there with that. That was rude. I was like, that was a little too far.
All right, so Lily's saying Hogan or Flair. I can't argue with those either. I really can't.
No,
I mean they both brought those butts into the seats. You know, they did. They just did.
But also was another good one too. One I used to love until The Rock was my favorite. My favorite guy on the mic until The Rock were the Road Warriors.
Well, yeah.
Road Warriors. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna take their lungs out. Then we're gonna sit on their head, and then we're gonna bury them in the backyard. Tell them, Hawk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jake
too.
Their promos were longer than their matches.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Jake the Snake had that like real soft, kind of creepy vibe to him. I always like watching Jake talk.
Yeah. You know what, man? Yeah. Hats off to Diamond Dallas Page, though, man. That guy's a lifesaver. Literally, he saved those guys' life. I hear he finally got Scott Hall sober. I mean, sober.
Yeah.
Scott
dude,
Hall's
I know.
not living anymore.
That's got to be a tall order, huh? I mean, God Almighty.
I think they live with him. They live in his house.
Yeah. Oh, they used to, I think. Yeah, for sure. I know what. Dallas and Jake now have a podcast together.
Yeah, I saw Jake on AEW. I think he has emphysema, so I think he had to use oxygen. I think when I saw him there, I didn't even know this till I saw the documentary on him, because you don't really think about it too much. You think when you watch wrestlers, that's one thing you don't really. That's one thing you don't see them think about them doing, is you don't see them thinking about, especially because they do all the shows all year long. But then the last thing you think any of them would do was actually smoke. But I guess Jake the Snake did, and he got emphysema out of it. So I know I saw him on there. I think he's doing okay.
Yeah, he seems to be doing all right. And as a side note, I will give you a tidbit about me. I do DDP yoga as well.
Oh, okay. Wow, you marked out, huh?
Yep. Yeah, marked out completely. All right, so really, I completely agree with you. It's kind of a hot take, but I completely agree with you. They were not good workers. I don't think they were. The Road Warriors
were the worst. You know what, though? I don't think that, yeah, but you know what? That was because of their characters. Nobody wanted them to be workers. Everybody wanted them to be machines, go out there and just crush everybody.
Yeah.
That was their job. That was their job, was to go out there and just be like monsters. I mean, every time. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think if they were called, if you asked them to work a 10-minute match or a 20-minute match, I think they could, but nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, the only time I saw them wrestle for a good while was when they were in Japan, and I've only seen one or two of those matches. So,
Macho Man was good, and
Macho Man, yeah, Macho Man was. Oh man, I miss Macho Man. I miss Macho
Me
Man
too.
a lot.
even though he was very possessive about Elizabeth, he squeezed that way too tight,
Yeah.
and that contributed to her death.
Well, that. Yeah,
he was like that in real life. He would put her in a room and lock the door.
That's what I heard, dude. That's
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I wish he wasn't so possessive and so just I don't know. Like his character to me seemed like it was just really himself. Like he wasn't playing the character.
Right.
I think that seemed to be him.
That just seemed to be him. Yeah, like he's so intense and just I don't know. But I mean, one of the best workers of all time, easily. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely top 10, easy.
Yeah, I used to grow up when I grew up watching wrestling, man. I didn't watch the faces, man, or the heels, man. I always used to watch the jobbers, man. The jobbers were the shit for me. Come out there. The jobbers in the 80s were the best.
When I was a teenager, I for some reason paid a lot of attention to the jobbers as well. I don't know why, but I loved like Jumping Joey Maggs and all those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love watching those guys because they sold it better than the other guys.
I think the only thing that was sad about it, and I didn't realize this, because when I saw them, they were jobbers. I didn't know about their history until later, and then I saw their history. I was like, holy shit, these guys they used to be superstars. People, Rene Goulet, the #1 Frenchman. Yeah, he was a champion.
Yeah.
They put the belt on him. Yeah, he was good. Tony Garea from New Zealand. He was a champion. But by the time I saw them, they were doing the job. I mean, they were popular, and once in a great while, they would actually win if they met up against another jobber, Strike Force. Oh yeah.
Strike Force. Hart Foundation. Hart Foundation, one of my favorite all-time tag teams.
Strike Force, Tito Santana and Rick Martel, I think, right?
So, I think so.
I don't remember.
That was before your time.
Yeah, we're dating ourselves now.
But the Hart Foundation is still one of my all-time favorite tag teams. And if you pressure me, I would even say Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Wow, yeah, favorite wrestler, man. That's a good one. There are some really good wrestlers.
Tito and Rick Martel. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Brooklyn Brawler actually got a push. He actually became a mid-carder there after a while.
He did, and then they fired him.
I saw that. Yeah, but he was a mid-carder for a minute. Barry Horowitz, number one. Barry O. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
God, they had some great ones. Rusty Brooks.
God.
My God.
So, are there any wrestling movies on Tubi? I bet there are.
Probably.
Any wrestling movies?
What is not on Tubi?
Oh, Iron Mike Sharp, the number one Canadian athlete, Iron Mike Sharp.
Iron Mike Sharp. Oh my God, I forgot about him.
I did too.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Your dad has good taste, Lily. Your dad has very good taste.
Yeah, Bret Hart's good.
Look at GCAP dropping knowledge.
Yeah, buddy.
GCAP
Yeah.
Jeffrey's a big wrestling fan. I think Ryan is too. If I'm not
I know.
mistaken.
I
don't know
keep
that
wanting to do a wrestling stream with them. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
Let me see.
You guys should do wrestling. I mean, people love that.
Oh yeah, there's all kind of wrestling on TV. There's all kind of stuff. There's the Glow documentary. There's some really bad wrestling stuff.
There's bad stuff on Tubi if you're not careful.
Which one? What was the one with David Arquette and Scott Conn? Was that Beyond the Mat or
Ready to Rumble?
Ready to Rumble? Oh my god!
Yeah, I was about ready to say that, and then Al took it from me.
I was like, just give me my brain. My brain needs to go.
Then Hulk Hogan and Zeus. Remember that weak ass angle? Oh my god, that was terrible.
I love that movie because it's so bad.
That movie is really bad.
That movie's awful, but it's so damn fun. It's called No Holds Barred. Okay?
No Holds Barred. That's it.
The only wrestling movie I saw was The Marine with John Cena.
Oh, that's not even a wrestling movie.
No, I did see The Marine 3 with John Moxley. That was actually pretty good.
That was okay. Yeah, that was decent. Yeah. Echo, yes. I remember the American Wrestling Federation. It used to come on here. It used to come on like syndicated at like midnight or 1 a.m. But yeah, I remember it was like boxing. They did like 3-minute rounds, and in between they went to the corners. It was really weird. That was a weird wrestling show.
I tell you what's so cool about AEW. AEW actually has won and lost records. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, Evolve used to do that too when it first started. But I think they abandoned it. All right, let's see. What Demolition?
Oh.
Yeah, Demolition. I like Demolition. I think I've seen that one too.
I like Demolition. I actually like them better than Road Warriors.
What?
Yeah, I said it. I like Demolition better than Road Warriors.
You're high. No, the Road Warriors are the #1 tag team ever. There's never been anybody like the Road Warriors ever. Those guys were just they couldn't give the belts to them. That's why they just couldn't, because once they got them, you couldn't believe that anybody could take them. That's the reason why they didn't. That's the reason why they didn't win as much as they did. Was they were too dominant. They were too good. They come down there and just crush people. And we were talking like, even Goldberg. You imagine if Goldberg tried to come out there and during the Road Warriors prime and try to do that shit with Hawk and Animal. Dude, there's no way in hell
they would have murdered him.
You could not. Yeah, they killed Goldberg. The Road Warriors were just like the most dominant tag team ever. I mean, but they couldn't. I don't think they would have done as well as singles, though. I don't think they would have done as well as single wrestling. But the Road Warriors as a unit, I mean, not to say there weren't other great tag teams. I mean, my second favorite tag team would probably be the APA, and they're the only ones I could ever see them matching up against the Road Warriors. Now that would be a fight.
Yeah.
That would be a fight.
So you're like Vince. You like those big pumped up muscle guys.
Honestly, seriously,
that's funny.
Watching Bradshaw throw down the clothesline from hell. I'm watching people turn in middle air like that, dude. It was awesome to see.
It's just too bad he's such a douchebag.
How many? You'd be sitting there watching him. You watch him give the clothesline for hell, and you'd be sitting there taking odds on how many times the guy could rotate in the air. Says how many times could someone turn their somersault in the air? Because that looks so fucking stiff. Oh, I just wouldn't. It's like anybody that says wrestling's fake. I just wanted them to go like Please say that to Bradshaw. Please say that to him.
This is interesting. Ready to Rumble. It was in 2001. You can see the Twin Towers. Interesting. I didn't know that. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen Ready to Rumble. Probably since 2001.
Yeah, you can.
I think the last time I saw it too. They gave the belt to Arquette. God, that was so bad. That was so bad.
Nice.
WCW. God, the stupidest angle ever. Really was the stupidest angle. It might have been smart when they started it, but it turned to be so stupid. The NWO.
Yep.
I missed the Dudleys. I remember them. I missed them.
I was actually going to say the Dudleys don't get talked about enough as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Absolutely, I agree, 100%.
The Devon, get the tables.
Get the table.
The Dudley boys.
Stuff. Look, do away. At least Demolition could work. Yep.
Yes, they were, John.
Agreed.
I agree with you.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
What about the Machine?
Oh, Dr. D. Oh, yeah. You gotta love Dr. D. Gotta love Dr. D.
I also used to like to watch Mankind because he would crack me up. Mick Foley. He would crack me up.
Man.
Mick Foley's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Mick Foley took way too many bumps. I'm surprised he's still walking and talking with us. That guy took so many unnecessary bumps.
Yeah,
super crazy bumps. I know.
Oh my, it's just sickening. The one to WrestleMania, they covered it in a documentary. I think it was Beyond the Mat, where he had his hands tied or whatever. And The Rock came over there, just nailed him with the chair in front of his kids. Yeah. And then his kids were terrified.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, he brought him back in, and The Rock never even came by to say how he was doing. But I think that was early on when Rocky was, he was just starting to, I think I could be wrong about that, but yeah, Rock didn't even come over and say, how are you doing? I'm sorry, or anything like that. I mean, he hit him legitimately and busted him open, and his kids are sitting there watching it. It's like, damn, that's just not right.
Okay, so yes, Star-Lord, I love it, man. Unless I'm ready to sign a death warrant with Vince and Vince involved early in life. Yeah, that's about right, buddy. That's about right. See, I'm the only girl at school that watches old wrestling matches, and the boys that do hate me because I have been watching since birth and have some knowledge. You just need to drop some knowledge on them. That's all. Just be like, look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heck
Lily.
yeah.
Lily, just be like, I know what you're talking about. Just like I pretend I don't know football, but I really do know what people are talking about. Just pretend I don't.
Yeah, Foley does a stand-up show now.
Oh, interesting. Didn't he also have a reality show at one point? I think he did.
He did on the WWE Network. That's back when I had the WWE Network. Yes, I have since dropped it because there's so much crappy programming on there. It was about him and his daughter, and his daughter was trying to be a wrestler.
Whose daughter?
And,
Mick
Foley.
Okay.
And she had gotten hurt, so she, I think it was something with her neck or something. So she actually cannot wrestle now.
Yeah.
So she never made it. Yeah, and I know it's such a shame because she really did seem to want to do it. And so that kind of sucked.
That's why I heard John Cena also doesn't wrestle because of that reason too. He hurt himself in the neck or something.
Yeah, his neck got hurt too. Yeah, Jinder Mahal, I think, almost busted his neck.
And why did they give Jinder the title? I know they wanted to expand into India and stuff, but come on.
You know what? Jinder worked his ass off though.
He did.
He worked when he first came onto the scene. He was just like nothing. and then they let him go, and then he went there, and he just became a gym rat. And when he came back, man, he was a Vince guy. He's like 245, and he looked the part. He looked really good. I mean, same thing with Drew McIntyre. They both needed to mature a little bit. I think that's one of both reasons why they got let go. It wasn't because of their size or their ability. It's just they needed to be mature. So
they both got better because they left.
Yeah. Drew has nothing but good things to say about WWE, and I haven't heard Jinder talk shit either.
Drew's run in TNA was really good. If you haven't seen, I'm a big TNA Impact fan too, actually. So let's see, it was the best thing done in 5 years. I mean, I'm not like against it, but like I was still surprised when it happened. And I don't know. I just think somebody else could have done it.
Right.
I don't know. I might have given Jinder the IC title or something, but I'm not the world title.
I don't know. I thought it was actually pretty cool though. It was good to see a fresh face on it. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with giving it to a fresh face. Like right now, it's either Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, or Bobby Lashley. They just have the same. They're too top heavy.
Yeah, they're all.
I loved it myself. I thought Jinder. I loved it. I thought it was great that he won and they put around him. I mean, he was interesting. He was different. Now I've never really heard him on the mic, so I don't know how good he was as a speaker, but he definitely could wrestle. But yeah, he hurt Cena. Cena hurt his neck. Yeah, he was real lucky that night. That could have really turned out bad. That could have been another Owen Hart moment.
So Lily, is that the Bruce Pritchard show? I want to say that's the Bruce Pritchard show, right? He's another interesting fella.
Mm-hmm.
He was 75, 100-time champ by the end. Yeah, that's about what it seems right now. They keep doing it.
It's funny. It's sort of the part-time champ thing too. I mean, think about this. Think about here you are. You're one of the workers, and you get to see the guy come in, part-time champ, only does TV shows and the pay-per-views. He doesn't get out there. He doesn't go around and have to drive from city to city or fly city to city. I mean, it's got to be demoralizing, if you don't get a shot,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You go out there, you're out there doing this for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it's like you don't get a shot at it, or they give you the what do they got? The U.S. title. That's the low one. They brought back the 24/7 title, huh? Hardcore, or they used to call it the hardcore title.
Yeah.
I think the funniest title they ever had on WWE, the funniest title.
What?
Back in the day was the European one.
Yeah.
That was before they went over to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, this is for the European Championship. Oh, okay, what's the last time you guys ever went to Europe?
Yeah, and where was it defended? In like Wichita.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Kevin Owens. Owens should be the top. Heel or face. I don't care. Owens is that good. He could do either one.
I tell you, my favorite wrestler is though right now. I mean, currently working right now. Now, all said and done. Someone I have nothing but the utmost respect for because Stephanie tried to twist it around and make it seem really like an insult, but in actuality, it was the opposite. It was high praise, even though I don't think she meant it as such. But the one wrestler that you just got to respect is Mike Mizan. Dude, the Miz does everything and anything.
Yep.
Miz. He'll come out, he'll wrestle, give you a great show to wrestle. He'll come back, clean up the locker room, clean down the toilets, and then go do a PR for somebody else. He'll go do a PR opening of a peg leg store or something like that. That guy will do anything and everything for the company, and he's done it for what 14 years now.
Yes.
The Miz is just yeah.
Good night, G.
Night, Jeff.
Oh
Yeah, the Miz, Mike the Miz, he was
Night,
just
G.
on Dancing with the Stars this last season.
yeah,
Actually.
That's right.
Yeah. How did he do?
He didn't do too bad. I think he left in the final, like, I want to say he left on week like 4 or 5. I want to say maybe 6. I don't really remember, but yeah, he was with Whitney Carson.
He probably had the best personality out of anybody.
Yeah, he did.
I can imagine.
And he was like, I think in his promo, he was, when the first episode premiered, everybody was asking him, which one are you? Are you Mike or are you the Miz? Because he was like, the Miz is a mean guy, he's the bad guy and stuff like that. And he was like, Mike's just a down to earth type of person, but he's still like hyper like the Miz though.
Yeah.
Well, the Miz had that reality show too. I think it's still on.
He still does with his wife.
Yeah,
His wife's a wrestler too, isn't she?
Yeah.
Or wasn't she? At one point,
she wrestled on Royal Rumble on Saturday.
Yeah. I think didn't Beth Phoenix pin her? I was glad to see Beth Phoenix. That's another. Beth Phoenix was another one that went out because of injury. I think Beth Phoenix and Edge too with his neck.
Yeah.
And he came back. But you watch their moves though; those moves are not anywhere what they used to be. I mean, but I tell you one thing, Edge did, man. I marked out for when he brought back the Brood music. Oh, I marked out for that.
That's what I heard.
That was cool as hell, dude. That was fucked up with Gangrel, man. Gangrel he got the short shift. Vince didn't like him because he was too fat to Vince. He wasn't one of Vince's guys, as far as being cut. The guy could work though. He was a good worker, and he was over too. He was way over. And then but yeah, it's what happened to him. But they had the best entrance. Man, that was a cool ass entrance.
Yeah, it was.
Well, since you mentioned Gangrel, I have to throw out that I am a very, very distant cousin to the Vachon family.
Okay.
So I it's like cousin 20 some 12 time removed or something, some ridiculousness. But so I'm related to Butcher Vachon, Mad Dog Vachon, Luna, all those guys.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
See what happened to her. What's the saddest thing that you've ever seen in wrestling?
Owen. Yeah. I don't think anything will ever be sadder than that. Was just the most crazy thing ever.
I think for me, I think it was the Von Erich family.
All
which
right,
one?
guys, I have to get off here because I have to get going to bed because I have to get up again early tomorrow. But it was nice hanging out with you guys for a bit.
Sure.
I'll be down in the comments. I'll be down in the comments until I fall asleep.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
Cool. See you.
Yeah, I thought the Von Erichs was the saddest thing I've seen. And what they lose 3 out of the runs.
Yeah, Von Erichs, man. Yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah. Who was he was the Red Tornado or the Texas Tornado? And
Texas Tornado, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Did you know that he wrestled without a foot?
I know. That's so nuts, man. Like,
I was sitting there watching it. I was watching the Mr. Perfect WWE, and they featured two matches against the Tornado, and I was watching it and I'm like, yeah, he was doing that without a foot.
Yeah. And it. Hey, wait, what?
Yeah. Like, yeah, he did that without a foot.
Let's see. Lily's saying best match she's seen live was Nakamura versus Samoa Joe before they got called up. Yeah, I can imagine. That's awesome. That's awesome. The one NXT show I was able to go to, the main event was Samoa Joe and Robert Roode against Andrade and Nakamura. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good match. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. Yeah.
Why was Joe down at NXT?
I think because Vince didn't want to use him. Because Vince didn't know what to do with him. And I'm like, how do you?
I know AJ Styles he was down there a couple of times recently down there, and he's like, why are any of your main roster, top guys, why are they going down to NXT? I mean, if you want to send mid carders down there, I see that, but I don't know why you're sending your top tier down there.
Yeah.
But yes, Samoa Joe, man, that guy has some crazy mic skills too, dude. I was like, he's straight out savage when he crushed Jeff Hardy like that. I'm going like, man, oh man, I bet there's some words said in the locker room after that shit.
I'm sure.
I'm sure Jeff went up there and said, yeah, you work on that. You come back at me, you shoot on me like that again, and we're gonna have problems. That was
John. That sucks.
That was really poor.
See, his foot came off in a match. Oh my god, that's what happened. I thought it was some
he had an accident.
I thought it was a machinery accident or something.
I think it was a motorcycle accident, actually.
Motorcycle, that's it. Yeah. That's what I had heard.
Yeah, he had a motorcycle.
It'd be interesting in a match, though.
Yeah, he had those really high boots up. I mean, they were like almost to his knees. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he wrestled with a prosthetic foot or not. That's the thing. I don't know if he had to have a prosthetic or something for him to be able to move around like that. I mean, he wasn't going to be wrestling on a stump. Oh, Jesus. That makes me sort of sick thinking about it. But those guys, I think out of the five brothers, was it 5 brothers or 4? But I think 3 of them committed suicide.
I think it was 5 altogether, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them committed suicide, and then one of them, I think some kind of accident.
Damn, that was the most. That's the saddest shit, you know. Yeah. And Owen Hart, that would be right there. Chris Benoit.
I'm still upset about Benoit because Benoit was one of my favorites.
Mine too.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you find out he had CTE. You wonder, I always wondered about that headbutt, that flying headbutt, like exactly how much was he hitting? You know, how much of that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how could you not accidentally hit bone during some of that jump? I mean, it was just absolutely. Yeah. I would not want to get hit by somebody's head. That seemed like it would hurt and hurt him, and that's what happened when they popped his brain open to examine it after he died. He looked like they said it. I think he said he had the brain of an 80-year-old or 85-year-old man. He was that far gone. Yeah, he had that CTE.
That's man. I can't even imagine. That's awful, man.
Yeah, he literally wasn't in his right mind.
No, not at all. He just completely deteriorated and just
You know, you go back and you watch those matches and whatnot, and you listen and let's watch him on the mic and whatnot, and you would have never known. You know, I don't think anybody ever picked up on the fact that, you know, he was where he was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kevin's kids are I think they're the tag champs in MLW right now.
Whose kids?
Kevin Von Erich, the only Von Erich left.
Okay. Are there still wrestling?
His kids are, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Lily. Good night, Lily. Thanks for coming by. Let's see. Two took the one died of enteritis. And one was in a pool. Oh yeah, the pool. Yeah, see, yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, he got electrocuted or something in the pool.
Oh,
yeah. Man.
He just had bad luck.
Yeah. Jeez, that's Yeah, the Von Erichs. Yeah, that's definitely up there. Have you watched The Dark Side of the Ring?
No, no. Are they talking about
Some
all
of
the wrestlers that died?
Yeah, they're that's a really good show. Like really, really good.
Yeah, how about Dino Bravo, man? That guy ended up in a really bad way. He screwed over
Yes,
someone
sir.
on a deal, and they've messed him up.
Yeah,
I think they put like 13 bullets in his ass.
something like that. Yeah, dude, that's dude. I don't. Why did they get involved with this crap, dude? Like, I don't
Well,
get it.
back then the money wasn't like it is now. I mean, it was. I don't think the money. I don't even think Andre was getting all that much money. I don't think the money for wrestlers actually went up until Hulk Hogan came around. I mean, we got to give credit where credit is due. And as far as the modern age goes of wrestling, it really is Hulk Hogan. I mean, he's the
No,
reason why
no
wrestling.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Hogan's what got me into wrestling.
yeah.
You know, I was like 4. Yeah.
Without that, there's no wrestling as we know it now. But yeah, Hulk
I agree.
Hogan. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, and then they got I going back and watching those old wrestling shows. It made me laugh. Just going back there and watching them. I remember watching them, and I remember Vince being the announcer. And
Mm-hmm.
he was such a face back then. He was the face announcer,
Yep.
and and of course he had Then you also had Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla was fun to listen to because he would mangle up words and shit.
Yep. Yes. I love listening to Gorilla's commentary. I love it, and especially him with Bobby Heenan. Oh, come on.
Oh my God, Bobby Heenan, and then they had Mr. Perfect was out there. He was funny, and then Piper was out there.
Yep.
God, they had some really good ones. And then Tony Schiavone and Jim. What was his name on the WCW? The announcers. Tony Schiavone was over there.
Tony Schiavone, Mike Tenay.
There was Gordon Soley.
Gordon Soley, yep. With the suplex. Yeah.
Gordon Soley would come out there. Dude, that guy was like a walking. I swear to God, if the guy bled, he'd probably bleed yellow. He looks. You can just tell that guy. That's all that guy did was to smoke. He looks. Yeah. Oh God. I was like, oh my God, how does he even get out there? Let's see. He was really good though. And then you're right, Mike Tenay. No, he was all right. Of course, then you got the JR, good old JR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just saw his podcast. I'll tell you the announcer I didn't like, and it really wasn't his fault. It was just the way they used him. I never really liked Michael Cole.
No, me neither.
I just did not like listening to him.
I still don't.
I like Coach. I thought Coach was great when they put him in comedy bits.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I mean, The Rock used to own those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. When The Rock first came out, when he started becoming The Rock, he'd come out there and they come out and interview him, and then he'd throw a shirt over their head and then and tell them to stay there. then he cut his promo, and then he turned around and he says, and then he would say something like an entendre, and then like I know once where somebody actually bent over. He goes there and says, "Holy hell on an ice cream sandwich! What are you doing, you freak?" God, made me laugh. The Rock is definitely number one on the mic. You go back there and watch that shit now, and you can't help but laugh. It's so funny.
Mean Gene, baby. Yeah, you have to love Mean Gene. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Mean. Or Gene Mean, as Jericho calls him. Yeah.
What about Lord Alfred Hayes?
Okay, I forgot about Lord Alfred Hayes. Yeah, yep.
Remember the talk show he used to do? Tuesday Night Titans. They ran it like a talk show. It was Vince.
Yep.
Vince was, and then they had Lord Alfred as the sidekick. Oh my God. They actually have one episode on the Tube where they interviewed the jobbers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look for that one.
It had Rusty Brooks was on there, Jose Estrada, and
Nice.
two other ones. Mancini, Mario Mancini, and one other guy. And they were talking about, you guys are being not calling them jobbers, but
Right.
you was. And Rusty Brooks got all bent up, says, if I just had an opportunity, I could win. And that guy looked like, yeah, you would win, all right. If we were eating donuts, yeah.
Donut eating contest, baby. There you go.
White Castle burgers. Oh, hell yeah, Rusty.
Yo.
But yeah, Mario Mancini. That was one of the more well-known jobbers. Then they had the jobbers that once in a while would win, or they team up. They would team up with someone even lower than they were, but they were like still fan favorites, like Special Delivery Jones.
Yes.
He would team up with someone like a Rusty Brooks, but every time he got the tag, he'd be the only one getting the offense in. Then he'd tag in Rusty Brooks, and then they get squashed.
Tag team wrestling at its finest.
Oh, I felt so bad for him for a Special Delivery because he did the job in the first WrestleMania.
Yes.
When they're pushing King Kong Bundy, and so they had him lose in 7 seconds. He got squashed, and yeah, said it was like a world record of a 7-second pin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's too funny, man.
I was fucked up. Man, couldn't you find somebody else to put in there? I mean, why did it have to be SD Jones, man? SD Jones, he didn't deserve that. Well, he got his WrestleMania moment. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure he did. Uh-huh. So do you remember when Brian Pillman irked Bobby Heenan on live TV and made him say the F word on Nitro?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was during the loose cannon phase, and he I forgot what he did. I don't remember if he tickled him or something crazy, and then Bobby he was like, "What the F?" Yeah, like live on air on TNT, whatever hell channel it was on. It was funny.
Oh my god, that would be fun. Yeah. I remember when who was it? Bobby the Brain Heenan. Somebody died really important to him. I'm trying to remember who it was. And he was really distraught on the air. And they were talking about it. He was like in the WCW. There was somebody in WWE. I don't know who. It was Gorilla. It was Gorilla Monsoon. And he broke character. He broke character on the show. And he said he was my friend.
I remember that. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I sure do. I sure do.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they got some pretty good. The one channel Wrestlemania. They got some, yeah, he's actually a pretty good channel. He puts a lot of top 10 lists out there, and he put one out there like the top 10 times where wrestlers broke character, and that was I don't think that was one of them, but he puts together some interesting lists. Makes it interesting. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna cut you loose. I'm gonna go and get some food. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I'm coming back tomorrow night.
You got a big interview with Karen, right?
Yeah, interviewing Karen tomorrow.
That should be fun.
I hope people actually come out for that. I'm gonna push it again, but man, I hope people will come out and support her because I think she's a really terrific lady.
She has really, really good, really great channel. If you don't know who we're talking about, it's Karen from Ocean Chicks Films. Really cool lady. Check out her channel. She's very, very cool. Yeah, she's very on, and she's getting doing interviews now too. And her interview game is strong. There's actually a lot of good people out there that do interviews. There are. You've done like how many now? 2 or 3? Who, me?
Yeah. Haven't you done a couple of interviews?
I've done a couple. Yeah, I've done a couple.
Yeah. I heard. Yep. I know you've done the interviews. I know Katie's done interviews. Did you see Katie's interview that she did last weekend with Michelle? Makeup Mom and Son.
I saw a tiny bit of it. Yeah.
You got to go back and watch that. We took it over.
Oh, I can imagine.
The midnight hour, we took it over for at least for the first hour. Then I had to go, but me, Hobbs, Jennifer, and Bones, we were in there just we were just trying to make them. And then Casey came in there too, and we're just sitting there just trying to get him to break face, to break character, make him laugh. And that's the funnest thing about doing an interview, though. Unless you don't pay attention to it. If you don't pay attention to it, then it falls on deaf ears. But if you got a host that actually is watching the chat, then you just try to make it. Then you try to make the host laugh. Now, don't do that to me tomorrow, though, because I'm up to it. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. But it's fun to tell, man. We do that to Michelle, man. We're trying to make her laugh, and I do that. And I do this, and I'm shamelessly saying it. Sometimes I'll try to do that tonight too. I'll try to get Night to break.
Nice.
I don't know why. It's just funny as hell. To try to get him to laugh. So because he's always so serious on their shows. I'm trying to make him laugh. All right.
Look who finally showed up.
I can
get this stupid thing to work.
Showed up.
What's up, Bones?
Oh, Bone Nuts.
Free nachos for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is Bones a moderator in your room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should make him a moderator. He's really good at it. Real good.
Quicker than me.
Jamie was good. Jamie was there for me tonight, though. Bones, Jamie was there first, and then Bones came in later. But I think she caught 2 trolls. I was like, 2 bots. So I was like, damn, he's on top of it.
There you go.
Yeah,
very cool.
Good moderators are worth their weight in gold, especially when you're doing an interview show.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're just doing something like this, then we can get that. Yep, there he is, KT Pop. And there's Boney, and then there's Boney, and then there's
Boney Maroney.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna grab some din. But thanks for showing up tonight, Al. I appreciate your support, and Katie and Mr. Bones. And we'll be doing it again tomorrow with Katie, with Karen. Karen's gonna be up there, and I gotta come up with some good questions for her. I gotta try to stump her because she's really good.
She's very knowledgeable. Yes, she knows her stuff for sure.
Yeah.
But y'all make sure y'all check out Patrick's channel too. Have Cheetah Will Travel.
That's right. Have Cheetah Will Travel. Thanks so much for having me up, and I will catch you guys tomorrow on the flip side. Peace.
Peace out, Pat. All right. So go check out Patrick's channel. Go check out Katie's channel, Popping the Popcorn. Check out Bones' channel, Mr. Bones. Let's see who else. Check out Star-Lord, SL7 Star-Lord. Another very cool guy, very cool editor. Echo Zero. Check him out. He's pretty cool. Let's see. John Horton, I'm gonna have to look you up, buddy. Horror Experience with Lily. Yeah, go check her out. She's awesome. Let's see who else stopped by. And of course, GCAP Recap. Yes, sir. That guy's awesome. I think that's everybody I got. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So yeah, go check all those guys out. They're really awesome, all of them. And people keep sending me messages, so I keep checking it. And apparently, Dark Side of the Ring is on Hulu. If anyone is interested, if they have Hulu, I do highly recommend it. Yeah. All right, fellas. All right, y'all. I will see all you guys later. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, stay spooky, guys, and I'll see all you later.